everyone, and welcome to First Time Home Buyer. I'm Manisha Natarajan. Well, buying a home when you're young has several advantages. You start saving early to create a hard asset. You can pay off your EMIs when you're still young, and you make your parents very happy and very proud. It's sort of coming home, literally. But at what income level should you really take that financial plunge? We'll cover that on today's show, and also key cities across the country for top picks in real estate. So let's take a look at the markets we have today on FTHB. Pune, in a budget of 75 lakh, what are your top picks? Then we head to Mumbai, and in a budget of 2.5 crore rupees in Parel, what could you buy? There's also Bengaluru for CV Raman as a micro market to be covered in a budget of 1.1 to 1.2 crore rupees. Then we head to NCR Gurugram. The budget here is very affordable, 30 to 40 lakh rupees. And of course, Gurgaon has launched several group housing projects, so you will get many options in that range. Sameer Jasuja, founder and MD of Prop Equity, joins me to help you cull out some of the best options in the budgets that you've written into us with. Sameer, thank you so much for joining in, and let's also welcome our first. All right, we've got this email from Damodar Bhatt. He's written in to say, I'm interested in buying a 2 BHK in Parel or Lalbagh area of Mumbai. My budget is 2.5 crore, and this is needed for end use. So, Sameer, take it from here. It's been some time since we've got a Parel question. With that budget, can we give him something? 2 BHK is possible?
Yes, Manisha, Lower Parel was one micro market that did see a lot of launches way back in 2010 going up to 2012, and a large number of those projects did get sold, and now they're finally getting completed. So as far as the ready market is concerned, it's an undersupplied market. We give it a location rating of 7.5 because it's a peripheral business district of Mumbai between BKC and Nariman Point. A lot of employment generation happening there, a lot of shopping, retail out there. Some of the best malls of Mumbai happen to be there as well, and good quality educational institutes, as well as I mentioned, the medical facilities also over there are pretty decent. So it's a completely secondary market today and gets a location rating of 7.5. On the recommendation front, we have 22 Dhuleva by Dhuleva Group. This is a project that is trading between 30,000 and 35,000 rupees on the carpet area, which is roughly about 27,000 on super. So rates haven't gone anywhere from the time they got launched, which was about 2010, 2012 times. The project is directly available with the developer, getting ready in 2019, and is RERA approved. That's the positive part. Project that has been going on and now has to come in the ambit of RERA, which will give you multiple benefits, including a 5-year warranty. Second is Crescent Baytown by L&T Realty. This project is ready now. It's available still with the developer, slightly cheaper as well at 28,600 rupees a square foot on carpet area. And lastly, we have Ranwal Nirvana by Ranwal Group. This project is at 19,000 rupees, again available with the developer. All three projects are 2 bedrooms, have 2-bedroom options, and are under 2.25 crores.
Sameer, I'm quite impressed to see that you can get a 2 BHK, though the sizes here are all around 700 square feet of carpet area. That's the living area that you will get. And a quick look at the projects recommended by Prop Equity. This is a 2 BHK in Parel if you've got a budget of about 2.5 crore. Top 3 projects, 22 Dhuleva by Dhuleva Group. There's Crescent Bay Tower, 1 by L&T Realty, and there's Ranwal Nirvana by Ranwal Group. The most interesting aspect of this market is that prices have remained the same over the last 5 years. So you're actually getting inventory at a deeply discounted rate if you look at inflation-adjusted pricing of housing. Joining us now is Mohit Panoth from Bengaluru. Mohit, hi. Welcome to FTHB. Good to have you with us. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, hi. So my question is, I am looking for a 3 BHK apartment near CV Raman Nagar.
All right.
Especially near Bagmani Tech Park, which is a technology park in CV Raman Nagar.
Right.
So we had shortlisted Purvankara 270 a few months ago, but I mean, kind of sarcastic about the status or legality of the project. That is one query. And then you can suggest some other property in and around 3 to 4 kilometers of Bagmani Tech Park in Bangalore.
Okay.
That will be good.
All right. So this area, Mohit, doesn't have too much of inventory, though. I mean, CV Raman Nagar is really one of, it's not an upcoming market, it's pretty central to Bengaluru. What would you say? The Puravankara project is a largest project in this area, Samir. That and of course the market as a whole, ready stocks availability seems to be zero. There's negligible ready availability of stock, but there seems to be some housing under construction.
Right, Manisha, this market is undersupplied. It's a very saturated market, had to be, because it is very close to Indranagar and MG Road. These areas have been established and occupied for decades now. The project that you have shortlisted from our side gets definitely a go-ahead. Puravankara is a very reputed developer. The project is getting ready this year. We just left with 1 or 2 months. It's completed as such. The price point is a little more expensive, but then now it's a ready project available directly with the developer. So from our point of view, you can go ahead. The micro market also location-wise gets a rating of 7. It has all the social infrastructure required. Should you want to look at other options, we've got one more option for you, which is East Parade by Jain Housing. This is a slightly cheaper project. In fact, it's about 10 to 15% cheaper than the Puravankara project, and also ready and available with the developer. So this project is trading at 6,490 rupees a square foot. So should you still have concerns about the Puravankara project, here's another option of a ready project, much cheaper, that you can go in for.
So Mohit, it's a very good location. I mean, rarely do you get to see a market which prop equity rates as 7 and above in terms of location rating, and location USP seem to be pretty good. It's an undersupplied market, so which essentially means that prices are likely to go up if you have the long-term holding capabilities. So Purva 270 is a project which has got a go-ahead and a tick mark from prop equity, and another one slightly cheaper in the same locality and should meet your criteria is East Parade by Jain Housing. But of course, buying a home is all about going there, liking the plan of not just the housing society, but also the flat that you're offered by the developer. Narendra Pal Singh is our next caller on air, or actually this is an email which has come in from him. He says, I'm looking for a first home of 2 BHK capacity in Baner, Balwadi area. That's Pune. My God, Samir, we do get so many questions from Pune. We could do a whole Pune special. He says his budget is 75 lakh rupees and he wants something by mid-2018, which essentially means he's looking at a flat or a housing complex which is at least 90% completed.
So first of all, Manisha, you can actually do a whole show on Pune, because now Pune has more absorption than whole NCR put together.
Oh my God.
So like that's 6 cities. So that's why there's good enough reason to do that. And Balewadi happens to be a very good micro market for multiple reasons. A, its proximity to Hinjewadi, which is the employment generation hub. It's literally on the Mumbai-Pune expressway, which is a big positive. That's why if you look at the price points over here also, it's trading at an weighted average price of over 6,000 rupees a square foot on a super area and about 10,000 rupees a square foot on carpet area. That's pretty steep from Pune standards. Also, the social infrastructure is decent enough. There's a stadium over here as well, in which one of the international games were held. That's why we give a location rating of 6.5. The good part is it's adequately supplied, so you can make some good choices over here. The 3 recommendations from our side, and all 3 are RERA registered. So that's one more big positive about the projects that we are recommending. Ekunj Residency by Madhuban Group. 10,000 rupees carpet, getting ready next year, available with the developer, yet within your budget. Atlantis by Plantim Buildcom is a project at 10,500 rupees a carpet, ready next year again, available with the developer. And lastly, we have Paritosh by Sharda Alliance. This project is the cheapest out of the lot. You have a 725 square feet carpet area here. This project is ready this year itself and available with the developer. So any of the 3 options, whichever you like, you can go ahead with.
Any reason, Samir, that none of the big builders of Pune, whether you look at Kolte Patil or the Panchsheel Group, none of these developers have projects in Balewadi in this budget?
Manisha, the reason really is that Balewadi is not a very big micro market. So if you look at total number of projects, there won't be too many. and B, that if you look at the top developers, they've been concentrating a lot on the Baner area, the Kothurud area, and the area near the airport, which is Wagholi, and the other big area where they've concentrated on in Pune is Kharadi area.
Right. Okay. All right. Fair enough. So here are the three projects for you recommended, Mr. Singh. Buy prop equity in Pune, Balewadi, 75 lakh rupees. In fact, any one of you, if you're looking at this region in Pune, top three projects are Ekunj Residency by Madhuban Group, there's Atlantis by Platinum Buildcon, and there's Paritosh by Sharda Alliance. And you know, if you're curious on how suddenly the prices have gone up from 7,000 rupees per square foot to 10,000 rupees per square foot in this area, essentially earlier flats were being sold on super area. Now, because of RERA regulations, they have to be priced or at least quoted at carpet area. So you know exactly what the living space you'll be getting and what that will be priced at. Okay, let's take a caller. We've got Minkle Tuteja on the phone line with us now. Mr. Tuteja, thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead, how can we help you?
Hello.
Hello, sir, we can hear you. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Hanji, myself Minkle Tuteja.
Okay,
and
sir.
I just want to invest in NCR region, either in Delhi, Gurgaon. And my budget is around about 40 lakhs.
All right, 30 to 40 lakhs. You want to look at investment. Okay. Are you confused about land or apartment? Are you sure that you want only land?
Yes. Which will be the better option?
Which is a better option?
Either land, home, or some commercial space.
Commercial space, all right. Well, Mr. Tuteja, we are not comfortable with commercial space. And Sameer, maybe you would like to highlight why in this budget does commercial space make sense or not make sense?
Sure. So, Manisha, you're absolutely right. Commercial space for retail investors is not recommended because typically what is doing very well in commercial is large buildings with large floor plates owned by a single landlord, typically a large developer like a Prestige, DLF, etc., and that is being picked up by institutions. Retail investors are being offered typically assured returns, which are very risky options in the commercial segment, and the yields otherwise are not good enough. Even in commercial, I would say they've come down to 7% for really good properties, and 40 lakhs will not really make the cut for commercial in this micro markets unless you buy a shop and it's a high risky investment. Coming to choosing between land and apartment in your given budget and with the kind of oversupply in the market, we would highly recommend you go in for an apartment because you can even rent it out. Housing finance is easily available on apartments right up to 90%. So all in all, apartment living is also becoming very popular in, or actually I would say has actually become extremely popular in the areas in Gurgaon and Noida. And Delhi doesn't stand a chance for 40 lakhs of budget. So we've chosen New Gurgaon as a micro market where you can still get apartments in that budget of 40 lakhs, which is considered to be literally affordable market in the NCR region. The location that we selected is New Gurgaon, where the location rating is about 5.5 because infrastructure is yet to catch up, but a very promising destination in the near future with great connectivity, and a lot of big developers have invested a lot of money in their land. So they will be developing it very well. At this point in time, the micro market is adequately supplied. Coming to the three recommendations, there's Navodaya by Raheja Developers in Sector 92. This project has been ready since 2016 and available in the resale market. Then we have Vatika Lifestyle Homes also by Vatika Group. Again, a project that's got ready this year itself, available in the resale market. And lastly, we have Ansal Heights by Ansal Housing. This project was delayed but now is ready, trading at a price of 3,200 to 3,400 rupees a square foot. Again from the resale market. So all three projects under 4,000 rupees a square foot, which is a very affordable price. And as soon as the tide changes, turns and the cycle changes, this micro market is bound to do well, especially with respect to ready properties.
I'm quite surprised actually, Sameer, to actually get recommendations in the 30 to 40 lakh budget in New Gurgaon. So Mr. Tuteja, here are your three recommendations: Navodaya by Raheja Developers, Vatika Lifestyle Homes by Vatika Group, Ansal Heights by Ansal Housing. And as Sameer said, absolute no to commercial property. What you will get is a small shop And those are very risky investments. Even if the developer says he's going to give you assured rentals, believe me, those kind of promises don't last very long. Sameer Jasuja, thank you so much for joining us. But you don't go anywhere. To all our viewers, when we come back, we have a very interesting aspect of home buying to cover. When do you really plunge into buying a home? What should your income levels be? And what should your float in terms of how much can you save be before you go in for your first home? Write into us if you've got a question. Home@nw18.com is how easy it is to reach out to us.